Today we're going to be talking about pH and all the things involved in that subject. pH is the measure of how acidic or basic a substance is, or more specifically, how many hydrogen ions are present in the substance. pH is measured on the pH scale, which ranges from 0 to 14, 0 to 6 being acidic, 8 to 14 being basic, and 7 being neutral, meaning it's neither, in between. First, we're going to talk about acids. Acids are measured on the pH scale from 0 to 6, and acids are corrosive and have a sour taste. Things that are acidic would be things like peaches or lemons or most fruits. Now, a strong acid would be an acid that dissociates completely, which means that it releases a lot of H ions. A weak acid would be an acid that doesn't dissociate completely, which results in only a few hydrogen ions. A base is measured on the pH scale with values of 8 to 14, and bases are bitter and caustic. Bases are things like hand soaps or other cleaning products, and when you touch a base, it will feel slimy because it's breaking down the skin in your hands. Now, a strong base is a base that disassociates completely and releases a lot of hydroxide ions, while a weak base dissociates slowly and only releases a few hydroxide ions. With pH, you need to know how to do dilution equations, which the formula would be M1 times V1 equals M2 times V2. M is the measure of the molarity of the substance, while V is the volume of the substance. M1 and V1 are the initial values, while M2 and V2 are the final values. Okay, now we're going to do an example. Given a 0.750 liter of a 12 moles HCl solution, what volume of a 5 mole could you make? So, for M1, it's 12 moles. For V1, it's 0.750 liters. M2 is 5 moles. And we're trying to find V2. Now, to set it up, the equation is M1 times V1 equals M2 times V2. So we know it's 12 moles times 0.750 liters equals 5 moles times X. So to do this, we have to divide both sides by 5 moles, and that cancels out the moles, and our answer is 1.8 liters. So V2 equals 1.8 liters. Now for our second example, you are given 575 milliliters of a 0.200 mole solution of a NaOH and are adding 600 milliliters of water. What is the new concentration? Now we're setting this one up the same way. M1 equals 0.2 moles, V1 equals 575 milliliters, M2 is unknown, and V2 is 1,175 milliliters. So we're going to try to find M2. We're setting it up the same way we did before. divide both sides by 1,175 milliliters. And our answer is 0.098 moles. So now we know what M2 equals. And that's all you need to know about pH and all the things having to do with it.